We're back to complaining about the new Roblox Studio UI. But this time it's different. For a couple reasons. One, this is scripted. Last time it wasn't, which probably wasn't the best idea because it was incredibly repetitive. Specifically, me just calling it ugly over and over again. So, hopefully, less repetitive this time. Two, I've actually used the UI a little bit. I've dealt with it. And I have some new things to say. And also, I have Audacity now. So, it's probably not important. I just wanted to say it because I care. I care. Anyways, the new UI is actually way worse than I thought. First of all, as I mentioned before in my previous video, everything's kind of been moved around and I struggle to find things. Specifically, 4 things: the output, screenshot, screen record, and asset manager. I had to make a new tab group, a custom one, just so I could easily find the 4 of them, which, seems unnecessary. That may also be because they were in the scripted GUI tabs, and I removed them because most of the stuff in there I didn't need. But the problem still exists. Now, the new stuff. Outside of it being ugly, but I don't want to say that again because I've already said that enough. The main tab group with the stuff like the toolbox and parts and textures and blah blah blah, I have to scroll in it now to access the toolbox. Which, why? I mean, to be fair, if it's in full screen, I don't have to scroll, but I like to have Studio half width, so I can have a tab open to the side, just in case I need to use both, and also because I like to watch YouTube while also working on my game. But the thing is, even if it's like, oh, just full screen, I didn't have to do that before. Now I have to do that. They made a problem. The point still stands. The icons are also just really bad. First of all, they're stupid and annoyingly small. Like, genuinely, it's crazy. Like, they look like they should be the same size as they were previously, but it's lying to you. Because before, the stuff like the text saying what the thing is, like the move, it says move below it, that was still a part of the selection that you could click to, use it. Nope. It's a tiny square. And all that space around it, you can't interact with it. It still takes up space, but you can't interact with it. There are also some icons that are just omnipresent no matter what tab you're in, specifically the select, move, scale, rotate, transform, and the amount of studs or degrees you move and rotate parts by. That seems convenient, but when the icons take up so much space, despite how small the buttons actually are, it can be really, really annoying. Speaking of the icons, their new look. Minimalism. I hate it. I think it makes things uglier. Especially when it comes to graphic design, because when you're trying to simplify things too much, you end up with basic shapes that struggle to convey what they're supposed to mean. And this is best explained with stuff like the animation tab. I get it, it's the keyframes. 3 of them. But not everyone would get that, because you'd actually have to recognize what the keyframes look like. And if you're new to Studio, or per se don't use the animation tab and use something like a plugin, or something else like Blender, then you wouldn't make that connection. It also doesn't help that all the icons in a group look the same as each other, making it a lot harder to find the specific tool you need. Then there's also some other icons in the avatar tab that I also want to complain about. First, the character. Why does it look like an AI company's logo? Also, what is with big corporations' obsession with radially symmetric icons? And why is that the character icon when it doesn't look like a Roblox avatar? That's such a weird choice. Then there's the accessory icon, which, despite the minimalism, there's still too much going on. There's way too many white dots covering an orange shape that I don't know is. I just don't know what it's supposed to be. I should also mention that the color coding doesn't really help in differentiating the icons at all. Like, sure, it's aesthetic or whatever. It's like, oh, all of the group tab stuff is purple, all the avatar stuff is orange, code stuff is green, whatever. But, like, I don't care if it's color coded because it's not functionally good. It doesn't help in function. It doesn't work in function. I don't care if it's styled good. Functionally, it sucks. Then there's also the missing tab groups, such as testing. It's so annoying. That testing has been condensed. This whole tab group that used to exist, now a small little heading section beside the tabs of the toolbox. That just makes testing so much harder. It's genuinely stupid. Why make every icon take up so much more space and then just decide, let's just remove some of them and make some other ones super small and really hard to find? That's bad design. I don't care if I'm not a graphic designer. I'm still the user who has to suffer with this GUI. Thus I will complain and call it bad because it is. I also want to mention how barren the plugin tab is, because before there used to be like a couple icons to the left, like the plugin manager. Just gone now. Just gone. So now it's so much more empty. I also want to briefly bring this up. This isn't in the script, so I'm just going off. So if this is a little more rambly, whatever, that's why. There's this new like align thing when you're like moving and scaling stuff, where it like automatically clicks to objects nearby. That seems like it would be really nice and useful, and it is sometimes, but I don't know how to turn it off. And that's the problem. Because if I want to make really small, like 0.1 steps near an object, sometimes I just can't do that. Sometimes I just can't do that. I'm gonna have to hold shift and move it, and then go to the little bar saying how many steps you move it, and manually type in 0.1 or something. That's a little annoying. Actually, that's not a little annoying. That's very annoying. It's very annoying to me. So here's a little fun fact. That AI assistant that's just kind of there, first of all, I didn't even know how to find it at first. I didn't even recognize the icon in the corner, so oops. But, so we all know that, AI corporations love it. They love including it for some reason, and I hate it. But, it's broken. It's broken. It just doesn't work. Doesn't work. Will not respond at all. I've tried multiple times. I just say something like, hello. Say anything. It just doesn't. A couple times, the entire AI assistant crashed on me. It crashed. How do you manage to do that? It's crazy. It's kind of funny, kind of ironic, how the platform forcing AI down our throats, the whole facial scan stuff, and who added the AI assistant in the first place, which doesn't even work half the time, they broke it somehow. They broke it somehow. How? That's so stupid. That's so stupid, and it's so funny, and honestly, it can stay broken. I genuinely don't care. TLDR, Roblox is stupid and can't make good decisions ever, and if they do, it's either minute or will immediately be ruined in the next couple minutes to hour. This GUI is so dumb. It's so bad. I hate it. I hate it. It's ugly. It's awful. But I will suffer through it because Roblox will not ruin game development for me. I am above some crappy new look to Roblox Studio. I will overcome this until I find an alternate solution, like getting rid of this UI, or, I don't know, learning a different coding language so I can use a different game engine. And then I'm gonna leave if I can figure that out. Also, this is unrelated, but I got a comment on my last rant video by user BingusDev123, aka Thanatophobia Dev Noob. What do you mean the Thanatophobia guy saw my video? That was such a genuine jump scare when I initially saw that profile picture. I was like, what? What do you mean? The Thanatophobia guy, saw my video and commented on it, and that he agreed. Obviously, this isn't a bad thing. I'm just genuinely so surprised, and I wanted to mention it because I just wanted to, okay? I just wanted to. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. I don't like knowing that someone who made a game so important to me, my second favorite Roblox game, one so important to me, and which has been so impactful to me. What do you mean that guy has seen my presence? What do you mean I'm not making videos into the silent void? What do you mean that's not true? But, I just wanted to mention that. That's all. That's all. Bye.